Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Lisa and Art's podcast. Today, we will be talking about, who knows? Let's just jump into today's episode. Thanks. What's up, you guys?
Welcome back.
You're not supposed to say that shit. That's what the intro's for.
Let's say welcome back.
It's still the same thing.
Let's just keep going.
Anyways, so today, we will be talking about Strange. And then
M.O.M.
Yeah. I can't even say it. Say it.
Multiverse of Madness.
Yes, we saw it on Thursday. It is now Sunday, 8:10 at night. Where are we from?
What does everybody call it? We're here to see Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
Versus Madness.
That's what it was. I don't care what anybody says. So before we get into this episode, there's going to be spoilers ahead. So you should have seen it. And if you haven't seen it, our bad. But if you don't want spoilers, click off the video already. But if you're okay with spoilers and stuff, let's get into it. So, I saw it twice.
Yeah.
It is amazing.
Apparently, our kids wanted to see it.
They did. My daughter saw it with me again.
She was so eager to.
But I volunteered to take them to see it. So, yeah. But anyways.
You volunteered to distribute.
So, let's get into this. So, again, like you said, the movie was Scarlet Witch's movie.
It was badass.
It was Wanda's movie.
Badass. Let's just say Kevin Feige did her justice.
He did her,
really
yeah.
good in this movie.
It was amazing.
Wanda, Elizabeth Olsen did really good in this movie.
She did incredible. Like how do they say it? Where like Robert Downey Jr. kind of made the character. The character is Robert Downey Jr. I'm sorry. Elizabeth Olsen is Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch, and the same thing vice versa.
Yeah,
Wanda Maximoff is Elizabeth Olsen. She did amazing.
Let's just say down the line, if they end up like making somebody else beat her, it's like Elizabeth Olsen was our Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, when people are like, "Oh, have you seen it?" No, you know what I mean? Like the way they're trying to reboot stuff nowadays. I hope they don't do this later on down the line.
No.
But the movie overall, I give it like a 10 out of 10.
I didn't understand why everybody kept saying it didn't. It made sense to me.
Yeah, people
from the beginning on both sides. It made sense.
Yeah,
I get it, and there's stories within the stories, and I get it. But it's just like,
hold on.
How everybody was complaining that
I fix myself.
The first act was whatever, the second act was, Wanda was, to me, from the beginning to the end, was Wanda. Mm-hmm. She was in it maybe the first 15 minutes until you see her.
Yeah,
but I mean,
and when we first started it too, when we watched it, when we watched it for the first time though too, I told you right away. I turned around, looked at you in the theater, and said, "Wow, they kicked it off with action quick."
Yeah, right off the bat.
It was the beginning had action, boom, and then it's a little bit died down a little bit, and then boom, action again, and then after that, it just stayed action, going.
Yeah,
which was awesome. I told him it's like Moon Knight, when the first episode came out, and you agreed.
Yeah.
So it was. There was never a dull moment in that movie.
So that's why I don't understand what everybody's saying that it was slow or it didn't make. To me, it wasn't slow at all. It made sense perfectly. It introduced every character. Yeah, Doctor Strange pretty much plays a back seat in this movie.
It's not his movie. I don't care what anybody says.
But
they should have
I get
it.
You don't name the title after the villain. I get that.
Yeah.
But to me, it didn't make sense that people say that it was what it was. To me, it was amazing. From beginning to end, the movie made sense.
Yeah, where people are like, "Oh, it didn't make no sense," and I don't get how people. There's somebody on TikTok that I like his stuff. I watch his videos a lot, but he's like, "Oh, this movie made me not like Wanda. This movie made me kind of hate her," and I'm like, "Why?" Like, I don't understand why. Because she did the things that she did.
Yeah, I get it.
She's supposed to be but at the same time, she's supposed to be a bad guy in this movie.
She's a villain.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How are you gonna hate her?
Everybody in this movie has their story. This is why I don't understand why they're.
And we talked about this earlier about the whole what was it? Damn, I forgot. When you were saying that you don't like to have conversations with people about it because it's sexist.
Because I feel like if you say anything that goes towards against Wanda, automatically
a woman in general,
she's a woman. I said no. Put them in different places.
Yeah, because you threw the ancient one in there too. You said, "What if it wasn't Strange?"
Yeah, it would have been the same way.
Yeah,
but I think it's like, to me, Scarlet Witch, to me in the MCU, is more powerful than what she would be in the comics. The way they made her right now.
Yeah.
So, and like I said, the only way Doctor Strange could defeat her, if he could, would be to kill her.
And he don't want to kill her because we discussed this too.
If you watch the movie, Doctor Strange has emotional attachments, as we already seen as well in No Way Home in the end, when he didn't want to do the spell, you could tell he had the attachment to Spider-Man, to Peter Parker.
Yeah.
So to me, it's like he has attachment to Wanda. Now, would he be able to beat Wanda? That's a tough one because from what I see in the MCU, how they built her character, I don't know.
I'm sorry, in his own movie, she kind of like murders him and everybody that he puts against her.
No, she murders the
she kills everybody.
Yeah,
she killed everybody.
Whatever it is. Yeah,
she demolished that place. Yeah, but
yeah.
like I told you with the whole sexist thing too, I told you, I said I get what you're saying, but for me it's a whole different version because to me I get it when people are like, well, this Wanda is not a mom, like she lost her kids, and I understand that, and then I told you that, and I feel for both. Well, let's just say I feel for all the Wandas because how the Scarlet Witch is trying to come and take those kids from that Wanda.
Yeah.
And I already told you, it's because I'm a mom. I feel for her. Like, holy crap, dude. Yeah. It's sad. And then you told me, well, what about the other Wanda? And I told you, well, I feel for all of them because, again, I see it from a different perspective.
Yeah, I understand that. And that's what I told you. Like, sorry. I don't feel for somebody who wants what they never had, if that makes sense.
No, yeah, that's why I told you.
So that's why I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, that's why I see it from a different.
For a mother.
Yeah, but from a different
which is why
perspective.
They put her in that position to understand that you can't go take what's not yours.
Yeah, it's the same thing that what Strange told her. What about those boys' mom?
Yeah,
the one you're taking from them, and then she got pissed off because he made sense. She got mad.
But what I can say is, if you listen to what Wanda tells him, she does make sense. Mm-hmm. She makes sense. He is a hypocrite.
Yes.
He changes all the stuff, but at the same time, that's what. I forgot what Khalees or whatever his name is in Doctor Strange. He calls the Ancient One. She's a hypocrite too.
Oh yeah, from the first movie, yeah.
So yeah, they
he kind of lived up to
the
Ancient
pretty
One.
Much put him in his place. Like, yeah, you're a hypocrite.
Yeah, and then again, somebody posted on TikTok again. I'm going to talk about. I got to remember these people's names so I can give them credit where credit's due. This girl I see on TikTok, somebody left her comment, and then she's like, you know what? It's like this. Strange, he went to Wanda for help, and she right away apologized for Westview and said, I'm sorry, I made mistakes, blah, blah. And he turned around and forgave her, like a snap of a finger. He forgave her and it's like, hey, basically he tells her, hey, we all make mistakes, but you made it right in the end. You did what was right at the end of the day, basically. And then she's like, okay, and they're walking. Something happens. Not going to tell you the whole story, but something happens. And she turns it around and is like, you know what? No, I'm not going to help you protect this girl. And then he got pissed off and started calling her, not really calling her names, but told her shit about Westview. If you remember in the movie, yeah. So it's like, how are you going to sit there 1 minute and forgive her for what she did, and then because now she don't want to help you, you're like, well, you were wrong for doing that. Like, what a hypocrite, dude.
Yeah, it goes. That's why I said he does play a hypocrite in this movie. But at the same time, I think what he meant by that is like, she did it out of weakness, and then she fixed it. But now she's doing this out of anger to get what's not hers. That's what I understand what he's saying. But at the same time, yeah, he is.
He's a hypocrite.
He forgave her for one thing, but when she said no,
on helping him, yeah,
he threw her back in her face. So, but I mean,
selfish, bro. I don't know why I like saying that. That's like the word of the day. Selfish, bro.
I will say this: for the first maybe 25 minutes,
we keep moving the computer. Stop.
It's Wanda. But the rest of the movie, that's the Scarlet Witch right there.
Yeah. I was a little confused at first because we came home. Or no, maybe I think it was like Friday. I told you, hey, or Saturday, where I was like, okay, wait a minute. So in the beginning, it was Wanda. And then when she told him it won't be Wanda coming for her, it'd be the Scarlet Witch, it changed to the Scarlet Witch.
And then it's her throughout the film.
Oh, man,
She's badass. But,
and she actually comes out of her form, though, for a second.
Yeah, but this is...
Scared the shit out of me.
This is what I say about Scarlet Witch in the Multiverse of Madness. She has valid points.
Back off the table because you keep shaking the computer.
She has valid points if she was a mother. Her points make sense if she was
a mother.
If that was her kids, she has 100% every right to feel the way she feels and do what she's doing. Because she said that she wasn't going to damage it, she just wants her kids.
You know what's crazy, too? Let's talk about that for a minute, too. What's crazy is she tells Wong this is a throne, and then she is meant to rule everything. But like she told him, I don't want to. I don't want none of that. She
wanted one thing.
She wanted her boys. And then the same thing, this is where it gets frustrating for me because I get where she's coming from. I'd want my kids back, too. But like you said, she doesn't have kids anymore. Yeah. Like, they're not hers. And it's kind of sad. You know what I mean? Yeah. Coming from a mom's point, like, dang. Like, because technically she had them in Westview. Then things happened. She lost them. She can't get them back really. But all these other universes, she has her boys. So it kind of sucks. For me, it kind of sucks if you're a parent because you think about it. It's the same thing with you being a dad. We have kids, and then turn around and then they're just gone, and you're trying to get them back. That's where I'm saying I get frustrated, and I'm like in the middle because I feel for this girl. Regardless, she had it's kind of hard to explain because, like I said, I feel for her in general
because she is absolutely right. If those were her boys. Kids, she's absolutely right. She has what she has, and she's like she said, it's not what I want to do. I just want to get my boys back. But you can't, like they said, you can't give back what's not yours. Like you say you want to feel for her as a mother. Then let's say you in another multiverse who doesn't have no kids wants your kids.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. That's why I keep getting conflicted because then it's technically me, and like she said, she dreams of these boys all the time, and then they're just gone when she wakes up. Like that sucks. But you know what I mean? That's what again. That's why I keep saying I feel for her in every version of Wanda. I get her, I understand her. Well, so it just sucks, dude.
That's why we talked about this before. That the Wanda that's in the movie with this universe,
Witch, technically,
with this universe 838. That's the universe that Strange and America Chavez go to. It's 838. I believe that the Wanda from 838 is the Wanda that's in WandaVision. Because like we talked about how the movie starts off, they're in there, but the next episode 8 shows that she goes to get Vision's body. She sees how it is. She can't feel him. She snaps. She goes to the house that they were going to get, and she breaks down. And then she causes this whole reality, this alternate reality. So, which is, I believe that she created the 838 reality of, that being Wanda and her kids. And because if you notice that when it all went down in a way in the final episode, she's in that same position at the end of the show. Like that, it was a dream state.
In that movie too.
Yeah, and how America Chavez says that your dreams are you in other
realities,
universes, which is a multiverse. So what I'm saying is, she felt her kids that were somebody else's, and then she wants to go get that feeling back. Because like I said, in the movie, she's not wrong. She's not really the villain, I would say, but if she was the mother of those kids, because she wants to go take some other people's kids, which is where Doctor Strange made sense one time towards her in the movie. What about the mother that you're taking them from?
What about the girl they know as their mom?
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
That's where he made sense. And it's funny because...
Like I said, she got pissed off and lunged at him. Yeah,
and it's funny because there's 2 sets where Doctor Strange got her and America Chavez got her, where she couldn't explain her actions. When he told her about the other mother, she couldn't answer him. And then she told America Chavez when she has her in prison that nobody would know, blah, blah, and then she told her, but you would know. And she got quiet again.
She threw her, I think, too.
Because she knows what she's doing.
She knows what she's doing is wrong.
Yeah.
She knows, it's like this. She gets what she's doing is wrong. She understands that. But like she said, she's a mom. All she wants is her kids back. And I get it. Again, they're not really her kids, but she believes that those kids are her kids. So if you think about it, for me, she's kind of like, how should I say this without offending anybody?
She's acting the way a mother would act.
In her mind, she's a mom. Regardless of what anybody says or anybody criticizes, in her mind, those are her boys. That she's their mother, regardless of the situation. Mm-hmm. But then again, at the end of the day, at the end of the movie, she realizes because the other Wanda, you know what I mean? She sees the way the boys are and all that stuff. So the other Wanda has to go to her and tell her little thing that she tells her. And then she realizes, like, yeah, I can't take these boys from their mom. Yeah. You know what I mean? She fixes her wrongs in a way. Again,
America Chavez knows that basically there's no way of defeating Scarlet Witch. You would have to, like, literally
show her what she's doing wrong.
Her. So that's what America Chavez says. There's no way around it. I'm going to let you see what you want. Then it breaks her down. So
yeah, and it's sad. I cried twice because I seen the movie twice. I cried twice.
When you realize that what you want is not really yours.
Yeah, you can't have it.
That breaks you down more. So
yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Again, in her mind, those are her boys. She wants her boys back.
Okay.
But they're, like you said, they're not really her boys. And if you think about it, anybody that tells you, hey, those aren't, you believe in your heart, in your mind, these are my kids, and somebody's there, those aren't your kids, man. Those aren't your kids, man. You got to let them go. That's going to piss you off, and you're going to, act out. You know what I mean? Yeah. So there you go. That's the point I'm trying to get across sometimes. It's like, I get it. She's not their mom, but in her mind, those are her boys. Until America Chavez shows her, hey, I can't beat you, so I'm going to show you, like you just said, what you want, and it was sad.
That's why when it says when it comes to this situation, being on the outside, it's hard to pick a side until you put yourself in those positions. You got to put yourself in the shoes of one who's getting their kids taken away by a person that says that they're you. And then crazy. You got to be in the position of the person taking the kids away from something that you think is yours.
It's not yours. On this table no more.
Yeah, I know. So I think that's pretty much how it goes. So I would say her mindset is right, but chasing what is not yours is the key situation in there. So.
Yeah. So, anyways, back what we were saying. I got lost. Sorry, what?
No, we were talking about if she was right or wrong. Like I said, she's right in the point of a mother.
She's right to me.
But I would say this. She's not a mother, which makes her wrong. Because it's like you said, you got to put yourself. You have to put yourself in the other one's shoes.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I understand that. But like I said, in her mind, those are her boys. Until somebody has to show her, hey, look what you're doing to those kids, too. Until she realizes.
No, I know. So, but what I'm saying is that doesn't validate them going and get what's not yours. That's what I'm saying. And for the ones that say, oh, yeah, you just validated.
Again, I know that. That's what I keep telling you. But for her, those are her kids. Until somebody physically has to show her, hey, what the heck is this? Hey, look what you're doing to these kids. Like you have to stop. You have to behave. Yeah. And she kind of does. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Look what it took.
Yeah. Well, again, yeah. No. Somebody has to physically show her, hey, you're gonna hurt these kids more than what you already are. You know. Bottom line, the movie was freaking awesome.
Yeah.
And the movie was amazing.
It's just crazy how they
did a lot of things.
Let's just say this.
A lot of jump scares.
There's jump scares, but this is a spoiler alert. Illuminati gets folded. They get folded in like a span of like maybe 7 minutes.
Yeah.
If that. Like
Illuminati.
Illuminati gets folded. Like it doesn't even last like I like the characters they introduced. A lot. I'm gonna say it like right now. A lot of people are not gonna know who Black Bolt is. I get that.
I didn't know who he was either.
Black Bolt, basically like this. If Mr. Fantastic would have kept his mouth shut, they could have stopped it. But he had to announce what he does.
He messed up.
The 2 words of this movie is what mouth, and then it just goes from there. Black Bolt and Mr. Fantastic, probably a total of like 45 seconds.
When they're up against Wanda.
From one getting killed to the other getting killed.
Yeah, it was crazy.
It was a wrap. Captain Carter did what she could.
At least her and Captain Marvel put up a little bit of a fight.
I think Captain Marvel put up more of a fight.
Well, that's what I'm saying. At least they put up a fight.
It's just I feel bad for Captain Carter.
Oh, I know.
She literally got folded. And then again, when you don't see them, we saw Black Bolt, Miss Fantastic, and Captain Carter. You saw that. You didn't see really Captain Marvel, so we can't really say what's going on with that situation.
For online right now, there's a debate about that one.
Yeah.
People are saying she's dead, she's not, so who knows?
You want to know how powerful she is for being in a dream state, in another body, which you're not full power? Mm-hmm. She's powerful.
She whoops ass.
So, and then my childhood got ruined.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, if you like Professor X, he does what he can, but...
Yeah, that was kind of crazy.
So that scene was like...
Sad for him.
That was a horror scene. Not really for him, but like that whole Illuminati situation. Because she comes in...
She comes in ready to murder, and she murders. But to Professor X, too, like I said, I didn't know that the Scarlet Witch was like scary looking. until he pointed it out to me the other day. I was like, why does she look like that? Like, that's creepy, you know? He's like, well, because that's the actual Scarlet Witch coming out in her, like, full form type of situation. Yeah. And I was like, are you serious right now? Like, because I thought it was always just Wanda as the Scarlet Witch, you know? I didn't know there was actually, like, a demon inside her type of situation.
Yeah.
That was creepy.
Because in that scene, you see the Wanda, like, basically the Scarlet Witch takes control because Wanda's in the rubble. She's in the rubble. She's buried because she's the fullest Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, it was creepy.
And then
that one
Professor X thought he had it, and it looks like he was going to get somewhere. But then again, that red cloud comes out of nowhere, and boom.
And then, I don't know. You know what? She whispers a lot in the movie. If you notice that, like a commentage or whatever the heck it's called, where she's standing there and she closes her eyes, and then it's American Chavez and the two guys that are supposed to be guarding her or whatever. She's whispering something, and I don't know what the heck she's saying. Like, she does that a lot throughout the movie.
Yeah.
And I don't know what she's saying. I don't know if she's, like, calling her name or saying some weird stuff.
You don't know what she's saying because she did the same thing to, I think she does it to Agatha and WandaVision before they get into that fight.
I'm about to go back and look.
Yeah, I think she like transes her head with that red thing, and she says something in her ear. She whispers a lot. But that scene was bad, and then the zombie Strange was pretty cool. I like that, and people didn't like the scene where Strange fights Strange in the
It was pretty cool. The music part. The music.
I think that's
fight.
I mean, I don't know why people didn't like that. I like the. Excuse me, the sound as well.
Oh, that sound was pretty cool. That made it more interesting for me. I was like, oh.
I mean, to me, it was cool. Like,
yeah,
you know what they can do with their
ability
and their abilities and powers.
Yeah,
and of course our Strange one. I think that's what separates our Strange from the others. You know, he has that attachment. He has that emotion. Like unlike the others.
Don't they say that in the movie too?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's different from the others.
Yeah. So
and he is. He is.
Yeah.
Strange is he's supposed to be one of the best or the best of all of them.
In the words of the Ancient One, he's supposed to be the best of us all.
Yeah. So. And I think for our Strange in our reality, technically, he is.
Yeah.
Because he does do a lot of good too.
He does, and like I said, he did. But like I said, he does take a back seat, which I get it. Cause like I said, you don't put the villain as the main title character. I get that. But yeah, so
it was good.
He did good in the movie. What he does and how he makes his way around.
Yeah,
it's pretty good.
For a minute, people are talking about like, how are you going to defend Wanda? How are you going to defend her? How are you going to still like her when she's over here trying to kill a child? We talked about this a little bit, and we saw it online too a lot. It's let's say how he says. A lot of times, sometimes these heroes have to kill a kid. They don't want to. It's not like, oh, I gotta kill him or I gotta kill her. It has nothing to do with that. It's because, again, like Wong told Strange at the end, take Chavez's powers. That's the only way. Take her powers. And it's because, again, it's not because they want to kill this child. It's because in the wrong hands, it's not a good thing. It's very bad. Because look at Wanda trying to get her powers. And then, Chavez don't even know how to control her powers yet or anything like that. Or at least she thinks she doesn't. But it's
at the point
like, how
she
you gonna,
doesn't, yeah.
Yeah, but it's like somebody said online, how are you going to sit there and talk bad about Wanda's character or about her because she's going to kill this child? But yet, at the end of the day, Wong turns around and tells Strange to do the same thing. And at the very beginning of the movie, another Strange tries to take her powers too.
Yeah,
because he tells her, like, you can't control your powers, but I can.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not because he wants to kill her. It's, again, in the wrong hands, it's not a good thing.
So, it's crazy because you actually answered your question before you asked it. So, they're avoiding it getting into the wrong hands. Mm-hmm. And because of the fact that she doesn't know how to use it.
They're trying to protect her at the end of the day.
Yeah, they're trying to protect her at the end of the day.
Even though it's going to kill her, they're still trying to
So, you got to understand the difference between, and I get it, it's a hard position to be in.
Yeah.
Because remember, Defender Strange was helping her to that point.
Well,
where he noticed that he has to.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You can't sit there and criticize her because she's trying to take her powers. Yeah, she's trying to take her powers for the wrong reasons, but Strange tried to do it too. Wong tried to get our Strange to do it too. Okay. That's what I'm saying. Well, it's not that they want to, it's just they kind of have to at some points.
That's what I'm saying, but you're comparing two different situations, which is why this is going to be a tough argument. Because these are two situations that you can't really compare to each other. You got one that's trying to control the whole multiverse or break it to get what's not hers, and then you got ones that are trying to save it.
Yeah.
So like I said, you're really defending more of the bad villain doing it than. But the only good thing is that she says that she doesn't want that. She just wants her kids. But
I think though too, if
they
there was
said
any
it in
other
the
way,
movie. They said it in the movie. There's an incursion, which means two realities collide. Which even though Wanda doesn't want to take over or control everything, that's what happens when you take something from another reality, bring it to another reality, and keep it there. An incursion can happen.
well, yeah,
This is what
I
they're
was
trying
gonna
to
say right now
avoid.
too. If there was another way for her to get her boys, she probably would do that. Because like she said, she don't want to hurt nobody. She
No,
doesn't want
I-
to be a monster.
I
She
get
just wants
that.
to go to her kids.
Nobody's arguing that. I'm saying you're comparing two different arguments on what Wanda's doing to what Defender Strange and Doctor Strange are doing. What Doctor Strange doesn't do, or Wong, Defender Strange, want to do. They're going to take her part. Yeah, she's going to die in the end, regardless if either or do it. But neither she dies for one to break the universe and make an incursion, which is what the other Strange is in, that where it's all black and water everywhere.
Yeah.
Or kill a kid to stop Wanda to save the multiverse, which is what I'm saying. You're comparing two different situations. I know that's not what Wanda wants to do, but if she does it, that's what happens, and they're trying to stop that from happening. But the good thing is that Strange figured out how to do it without doing either of them,
Yeah.
without killing her or killing Wanda, and it worked. But that's what I'm saying, that the argument is answered before it's asked, because you're comparing two different situations.
Okay.
And before people start saying, "Oh, it's because she's a woman," no, because if there's the Asian one, the same situation. But I think the Asian one would have followed through wrong and probably would have killed her.
I'll say because the ancient one's a hypocrite too.
Yeah, well, she is. There's no argument there. I think she would have killed the kid and took the powers to do that before. So, but yeah,
Before Wanda even knew she had him.
yeah.
I think she would have found her first type of situation.
But Doctor Strange has the emotion and to understand and go through it without having to hurt anybody.
Yeah.
But he killed Iron Man, so
Yeah.
honestly.
Bastard.
But all in all, honestly, out of Marvel, I probably give this movie like a good 9.
Oh, I gave him a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, well,
One of the tops.
hand out
It's
10s
up there.
and it's hard to compete
For
with.
me, it's up there with Endgame. It's up there.
Yeah.
Well, it's up there.
But there is.
It lives up to all the hype, though, too. If you gotta think about it, all the hype that they were doing, it lives up to the hype. For us, at least, it did.
And they did say there is 40 minutes of cutout scenes and more cameos, but the director, I don't know how true it is though, but the director said that he didn't want the cameos to take away from okay.
Yeah.
So he didn't want to take away from the storyline. So there's 40 minutes of unseen footage.
So what do we say? Hashtag what?
So, hashtag release the Raimi cut.
Yeah, we should start that hashtag, you guys.
Hashtag Raimi cut.
You know what we should do? Every time we post something, just throw that out there. Hashtag Raimi cut.
The 40 minutes.
Yeah, hashtag
40 minutes
Raimi
can
cut.
make a lot. Like how Sheldon says in The Big Bang, it's 21 seconds.
Yeah, it's
Could change the whole concept.
yeah.
That's 40 minutes.
It's not 21 seconds.
So,
It's 40 minutes.
I'll take the 40 minutes of whether it's cameos or not. You understand the story.
Yeah,
you
you
understand
get
the
what's
plot
happening.
line. You get what's going on.
That's
So,
exciting, though.
But
Sorry, my whole phone vibrated on the table.
yeah,
So overall, the movie was good. We loved it. Recommend it.
yeah, go watch it.
Yeah, I mean, it was awesome. I think Benedict Cumberbatch. I don't know if I'm saying his name right. He did he did an amazing job. So did I don't know how to say her first name, so I'm just gonna call her by her last name, Gomez.
Yeah.
American Chavez. She did an amazing job. Her acting was awesome, And then it's just I gotta give it to Elizabeth Olsen though. She freaking nailed it, dude.
And I'm not gonna lie, 100%. I thought Wong was gonna die.
I think everybody did.
And
Spoiler. He lives.
Spoiler, but he gets beat up a lot in the movie.
Yeah, but he lives.
Gets thrown
So
off a cliff and everything.
again, they all did amazing. But like I was saying, Elizabeth Olsen, she nailed it. This was like amazing for her. She did a really amazing job. If this girl does not win any awards for this movie, oh hell no, I'm gonna be pissed. She should win something. But yeah, so
Yeah. No, that's about it. Yeah, I would give it. I give it because the 10's hard to pass out because you have to have other things matched up to it. But I'll give this about I'm gonna say a 9.3 out of 10. So it was legit. Like I said, I don't understand what everybody's saying. I understood it from beginning to end.
Yeah.
It made sense. Story was there. Yeah, I give it 9.3. It was amazing. It was up there with the, for sure, top 5. So
Again, check out the movie. It's amazing. We loved it. We recommend it. He gives it a 9.3 or 9 point whatever the heck he said. I give it a 10 out of 10. So yeah, check it out and let us know what you guys think. We're out.
for watching today's episode. Hope you liked it. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and we'll see you again.